great-great-grandfather came from Dalmatia and he was a sailor. Loved having adventures and sailed around the world 3 times. In 1872, when he was 18, he sailed into Wellington Harbour and decided New Zealand was so beautiful he would live there. He worked as a fisherman, saved his money, and then became a farmer on Mana Island.
He married Mary, and they had 4 children.
Yep.
And then on the 22nd of December, 1889,
yep.
One day before her 21st birthday.
The day before her 21st birthday.
The day, yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing, one day, the day.
No, if you said one day before, it could be like, it was one day before her 21st birthday.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You know.
No, well, it was the day before her 21st birthday. Mary collapsed and died.
Grandma's brother was out here and was a friend of grandfather's. And when his first wife died, he said to grandfather, "Why don't you go back home and bring out a wife? Call at my place I've got some
Who said that?
This friend. I don't know. It's written in somewhere.
Oh, he was another,
Yeah, like Grandma's brother was out here.
Okay.
And he said, and when you go back, call at home and meet my family and
it was Grandma that was engaged. Now
I've got no idea. She might have been engaged to somebody else.
The real story is, you're right.
Yeah.
But when he got over there, he met my grandmother. She was the one that was engaged to somebody else. She apparently fell instantly in love with him and broke off her engagement, married my grandfather and came back to New Zealand all within a short space of time, which Jeffrey told me he had found out from someone,
that's good
Bernadette or someone.
So you see,
that's the real story.
Yeah, that's all right, but I was half right.
Yes, absolutely half right, yes.
Within a month or 6 weeks. Of course, they came out, wrecked on the Wairarapa. Mother didn't like talking about it. It's upset her a lot. I don't like repeating things that were said because, it shouldn't have happened, really. It was a very foggy night, and they had racehorses on board. And they were supposed to be there for the next day for the races. They wanted to get to Auckland in time.
Why we go so fast in the fog?
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about, sir.
Captain, I think it would be prudent to slow down in this fog, sir.
No, full steam ahead.
Shouldn't we at least sound the foghorn, sir?
No need to worry the passengers.
I'll never forget. It was 12:30 when she gave a bump. But I never heard it because I was sound asleep. I'm a good sleeper. Even now, you see. My husband said, hurry up. And I said, what for? He said, hurry up. And he started like that on the side. And I said, well, I told you that before it happened. I said, didn't I tell you that we won't see Auckland? He said, shh, quick, no time. Before I took her my bit of heavy clothes and she was banging the side. But we don't know very well, you see, it was dark. You see, it wasn't rough, it was big sea, of course. But it was dark. If you put your finger into your eyes, you couldn't see nothing. I was in a boat, but when they say cut, the boat went to the side of the ship and smashed the boat and nearly killed us. They knocking, we separated, and we went in the water. So when I come up, I was a good swimmer, and I looked around, 100 and so many life lost, and I started crying. And he said to me, where are you? I said, I'm here just, I can't see it. Well, he said, if you talk to me, I'll follow your voice.
Eribus et benedictus, fructus ventris tui, Jesu. Sancta Maria, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen.
So we stayed there till, what will be 6 o'clock in the morning. You see, from the 12 to 6 in the water. And the Maori come take us, because, and some sailor that was left alive, they all come help, like, and take it to the Maori farm.
Oh no, mamma mia, Mariano! Questi ci mangeranno!
Elisabetta, tutto bene? Ci vengono ad aiutare.
And we had to sleep in the bare floor, if you please. Nothing. One blanket for 5 of a woman. How could you get a blanket? One was pulling this way, one was pulling that way. And then we stayed there 2 days with that Maori, and then the city little boat come around and picked up all the passengers.
How old were you then?
22, just married. Come on, honeymoon. Honeymoon. That was
Some honeymoon, wasn't it?
yes, very nice one.